Are you actually gonna skate today?
Uh, I don't have a way. I might though. Thought about it. Hey, good to see you.
It's really blown out, which might work for the shot, but that's alright. God, if I get some free time today, man, I'll come get you because I've been itching to skate, go someplace and skate, and I haven't been able to do that. So,
All right.
and that's cool.
I mean, I could tell you one thing about skating, that it really I would not know myself as well as I know myself if it wasn't for skating. And I say that because out of all the times, out of all the time that it took, like whenever I get home after skating with all the fellas and everything, and I'd get home or I'd be where I was and I'd have that alone time with me, my board, and the curve or whatever it was that I was skating at the time, I got to know myself, figuring out where the board's going to land or how I can improve on the consistency of the trick. You know, if I do the same thing every time, then I'll be able to land it every time, and mastering that, and that like helped me. You know, that was applicable throughout all my life through photography. You know, it's like spending time in the darkroom doing the same thing I did when I was skating, developing those skills, and you know, you learn yourself. You learn, okay, yeah, well, this is the system you have, and then this is how you execute that system, and then in an event, develop the skills that you're trying to develop. You know what I mean? And the better you are at that, the better you know yourself, the faster you can develop those skills, I think. They were comfortable, and that confidence sort of showed, you know what I mean? So it's changed my life. It's given me confidence. It's given me a little name, you know, when I had no name. And that little name was enough to like get me in a party, get me smiles and high fives whenever I walked through the door. And that felt good. And that shit was something that I never felt. I never had that accepting feel being the darkest kid in the neighborhood or being weird because I dyed my hair. You know, I felt like I was accepted. And for once in my life, I had something that made me like the cool cat in the whole, you know, situation, or one of the cool cats, you know, because you know, skating, it was like we all had our things. And when you look, you're like, oh, that's, you know, there's Darren Owens, you know what I mean? And you know a little history on him, and you know, you're like, yeah, that cat, you know, he's a good skater. He's a disciplined individual, you know. Or Jared Jones, you know, that's that cat, man. He's got style. He has that flair he does whenever he does his tricks. Or Kenny Needy, you know what I mean? The same things, you know, the character that people have. I mean, a lot of that has to do with skateboarding. Us bouncing off each other and just, you know, smiling, laughing, joking, joning, video games, kicking it, freestyling. That's that's what it's all about. That urban influence. So that's how it's changed my life. What up?
It was like right here. Now it's all fenced in. Yeah, those banks.
Oh yeah, dude, that's been fenced in for a while.
Fuck.
I mean, we can jump the fence. Look,
It's
they left
open.
the gate open, but it's pretty fucking rough, dude.
Oh, is it roughed up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
But this spot's for sale though. With the parking.
Yeah.
Oh, I just dropped my wax. No, don't bother turning the light on.
Alright.
Cause I dropped it. So no telling. I don't know. I couldn't really pick one both.
Well, that's not a bad start, man.
really can't.
Hey, while you're at it, man, give me your name.
Paul.
Paul what?
Holsapple.
Spell it, please. I know how to spell it. Spell it, please.
Holsapple.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Officer.
The bottom half of the show, though, is just from standard philosophy.
Man, it's philosophy, it's standard history, Eastern philosophy, social philosophy, philosophy of language, neurophilosophy. You eliminate much of what is in existence by, in the same way science does, saying that there is a fundamental answer that we can obtain within our five sense reality.
So your top shelf is something that's deeper than philosophy, because I know you got a lot
The second half of the top shelf, from like Wilhelm Reich and Buckminster Fuller, Zechariah Sitchin, Bill Cooper, Graham Hancock, David Icke, I think, Icke.
That's wild.
If you have 10,000 regulations, you destroy all respect for the law. Winston Churchill. That's a good one. The more laws you have, the more criminals you have. It's pretty, you know. Maybe I'm just jaded because they don't let me skateboard. I don't know. You know.
It doesn't seem like people really street skate like they used to. I mean,
Well, they don't, but that's because of the Gestapo. You have to kind of forgive them for being scared. You know, the parents are going to deter them from doing something that they have to bail them out of jail for every weekend, you know. Just from a financial standpoint.
yeah.
You know, but we just didn't tell our parents, and we just ran. We just didn't tell them that the cops. Oh, the lights just went out. Hold on a second. Damn, that's a $15 light too.
That was weird. Now, Quincy
That
Dink.
was the humming noise. Was that real high pitch?
Oh, really?
That was that. It's not there now. It's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. I find it interesting that you're reciting the stuff that's in your top shelf. The lights go out.
Yeah. Look, there's me. And look, check this out.
I look smaller than you.
Bucky, Pam Margera, Rodney Mullen, Chad Muska, Andrew Reynolds, Paul Rodriguez, Jeff Rowley, Ardo Sari, Alyssa Steamer, Jamie Thomas, Mike Mullally, Gene Simmons, Iron Man, Thud, and me. I don't know. I was born in England because my parents were in the military, so I don't really know. But I lived here longer than I lived anywhere, so I guess St. Louis. But don't tell anybody.